Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am here with the video of class 8th English first. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is Figures of Speech, chapter number 25. Before I start this chapter, I would like to tell you that in your syllabus this chapter is coming. Only half portion of this chapter is coming, which means that since this figure of speech has 8 parts, we are going to study about starting 4 of them, which will be simile, metaphor, personification and hyperbole. Last 4 we are going to do after the in our second term. So let us start this chapter. When we talk about figures of speech, this word figures and speech, if we divide them, figure means any part of the speech and speech is something that we speak. Therefore, a figure of speech is a form in which we try to express ourselves in a very different manner. Like when we talk normally, we have a different set of expressions. But when we talk with the help of figures of speech, we have a different set of expressions. These figures of speech are rarely used in our day-to-day conversation, but these are always used in literature, drama, poetry and stories and many other things, biographies and autobiographies. But these are very rarely used in our day-to-day conversation. That is why it is necessary for us to know what are these figures of speech, so that we can increase our we can create a different set of expressions while we are speaking. So a figure of speech is a departure from the ordinary form of expression or the ordinary course of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. Like when we talk, if we talk normally in our day-to-day conversation, it creates a very normal effect, all right. But if we start using these figures of speech in our day-to-day conversation, we are going to produce a greater effect. That is why these figures of speech are used in literature, drama and different parts of the things in English. So here are 8 most commonly used figures of speech, which is simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, onomatopoeia, oxymoron, irony and alliteration. We are going to study about simile, metaphor, personification and hyperbole. So first we are going to talk about simile. In simile, a comparison is made between two different objects which have, however, at least one point in common. The simile is usually introduced by such words like, as and so. So in any of your sentence, if you have like, as or so, we consider that sentence to be a simile. And why do we do so? Because simile means in order to compare two things all together, and there should be at least one point in common. So the comparison that is done between two things is done with at the base ground of only one point in common. Alright, next, metaphor is an implied simile. It proceeds as if two things were one. See, simile and metaphor both are very similar to each other, so there is a very high chance of you getting confused over that. So let us study about them in differential way. Alright, so when we talk about simile is something in which comparison is made between two people regarding or putting at least one point in common as the base thing. While in metaphor, we do the comparison between two things on all grounds. Alright, even if there is out of 100 there are 90 things that are out of 100 there are 90 things, and all those 90 things are same to each other, the comparison is made. This is metaphor. Now coming on to personification. Personification simply means making inanimate objects and abstract notions spoken of as having life and intelligence. So first, before understanding what personification is, you need to understand what is an inanimate object and what is an abstract notion. Alright, inanimate object, as I have written here, is unalive objects. The objects that are not living, which means a non-living thing. An abstract notion is like an idea. Whatever that we are feeling, feel of fear, anger, courage, and etc. Spoken of as having life and intelligence. So here we are talking about something which is unalive, which is a non-living thing, which has no life of its own, and some ideas like courage, fear, as they have life and some kind of intelligence. Like the wind whispers secrets in my ears. Has this ever happened with you, that the wind is coming and speaking something in your ear? No, this has never happened to anybody. Alright, or laughter holding both her sides. Have you ever seen your laughter holding you like a man or a person is holding you? No. So these all are a way of expressing our emotions. So this is personification, when we create a scenario where the things that are non-living or our emotions are becoming a man or a person itself. Alright, next and last is hyperbole. So hyperbole, with the word only, you can feel that hyperbole is a figure of speech that makes something so much exciting and greater in magnitude than it really is. It is used to make the point emphatic by overstatement. So now hyperbole is something in which we exaggerate things so much that it becomes a very huge thing, while it could be a very little thing also. Like, she wept oceans of tears. Can anybody, if we talk properly, is there anyone who can actually cry an ocean of tears? No, right? So this is something that they have exaggerated and has made a big thing out of a little thing. She might have cried for more than usual hours, but she could not have wept ocean of tears. So this was simile, metaphor, personification and hyperbole. I hope that it is clear to you all. Let us come on to the exercise. Name the various figures of speech in the following. First is, they were swift like eagles. Since like is coming, so it is simile. His argument was as clear as mud. It could be an irony also, and it could be a simile also. The waterfall fell under us like a trapdoor, simile. The righteous shall flourish as the palm tree, simile. Death lays its icy hands on the king, personification. Life is a dream, metaphor. Her blessings are worth the treasure of this world, metaphor. The skier swished down the mountainside, alliteration. The breeze caressed her hair softly, personification. And those horses have heavy hooves, which is alliteration. Now coming on to the next one. From the following, guess the figures of speech each is suggesting. First is, nothing is written in stone, which is personification. My love is like a red rose, simile. Opportunity knocks, the wind whispered through the trees. Time creeps upon you, personification. Blind persons cross here, oxymoron. I hope that it is clear to you all. And the figures of speech that we have not studied, you will understand it in the next term. I have just given you the exercise for just so that you can learn. Otherwise, it is not needed for you to learn anything about last 4 figures of speech. I hope that it is clear to you all. I will see you next week. Till then, take care and keep studying. Thank you.